All right, we are officially live on YouTube. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start by first of all welcoming everyone and telling you all thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us for this year's 2021 Louder Than a Bomb competition. As you all know, we've had to make some adjustments for this year due to the coronavirus and the fact that the students spent a lot of time at home doing virtual learning away from each other. So there was not the opportunity to really get together as it had been in the past. So this year, instead of hosting a team competition as well as an individual competition, we are hosting the individual competition only. So what we have here tonight are all of our indie poets. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. My name is Kimberly Bowden. I am the media, not the media, I'm the marketing manager and the poetry coordinator for Elements. And we are in charge of coordinating Louder Than the Bomb. So on behalf of Elements and the UC TAF Research Center, thank you all again for being here. This individual mini slam that we're doing is a practice slam so that we can help the poets get ready for the official finals. And that will take place, one moment, and I'll tell you exactly when that will take place. Okay, here we go. So today, this is the mini slam. We will have our finals or individual finals on April 16th at 6 p.m. That will take place in person. However, it was streamed live because we are still social distancing. So it will stream live on our YouTube platform, and we are hoping to be able to stream that on our other platforms as well, like Facebook and things like that. That will happen at the Underground Railroad Freedom Center. So we will be there live, and everyone who would like to watch can watch that live streaming as they are this event that we're doing today. The next event that actually will be happening after this one is our one-on-one coaching session that will happen on March 17th at 4 p.m. And we'll do that via Zoom as well. All right. Okay. So we will move on. For this mini slam, we will have one round. At the end of the round, we will have first, second, and third place winners. And the prizes for the prize for first place is $75, second place is $50, and third place is $25. As we move on, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our judges for the day. Our judges for the day are Nesha Ruther. Can we get Nesha in the spotlight? Nesha Ruther. Nesha, hello there. She is a poet, a writer, an organizer. She has participated in Louder Than, did you participate in Louder Than Bomb? Yes.
Washington, D.C., yeah.
Yeah, DC. So she has experience. And also we have Laurent Shea. Can we get Laurent in the spotlight? Hello, Laurent. Hello, Laurent is a poet. He's a choreographer, and he also is a poetry coach and development. He has a program that is called, what is it called, Laurent?
It's called Out of the Heart. I'll actually drop the website and the Instagram link and everything like that in the chat for
in the chat.
We're done here today, and I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so that's Laurent Shea. We have C. Miller. Can we get C. Miller in the spotlight?
I can't. Oh, I found you. Hold on. Give me a second.
All right, no problem. All right, so we have C. Miller. He is a speaker, a poet, and an author. Thank you, C. Miller, for being here. We also have Camille Jones. Camille Jones. Hello, Camille. Camille is, hello there. She's a poet and a writer, and she also works with me at Elements as our grant writer and our storyteller, I would say. Hey, Camille. All right. And then last but not least, we have Carlos. Carlos. Can we get Carlos Garcia El Principito in the spotlight, please? There we go. Hello there. Hi, hello. So Carlos is joining us. He joined us last minute and filled in for us as our other judge could not make it. So thank you so much, Carlos, for being here. El Principito, he is a poet, and he is also, are you the coordinator for the poetry at?
Wordplay.
Wordplay. Never think of it, at Wordplay. So thank you so much. Wordplay does not have any poets joining us this year. However, we're looking forward to them coming back and being with us next year. So thank you for being here. All right. We have our scorekeeper and timekeeper doing double duty is Chanel Jones. Can we get Chanel in the spotlight? Hello there. So Chanel is our timekeeper and our scorekeeper, and she is the keeper of all things at Element. She's our business manager at Elements, and we appreciate her so much. Thank you so much, Chanel. And then also our moderator, who is spotlighting everybody and muted people and making sure people are unmuted when they need to be and all that good stuff, is none other than Noah Haas, who also works with us at Elements. Hello there, Noah. Thank you so much.
Actually, it's Hokage, but yes.
No. Okay. All right. All right. So we will move on from here. Thank you all again so much for your help, for your assistance, and for joining us today. Before we actually get started into the official mini slam, we have a sacrificial poet. So our sacrificial poet is Chris Thomas, aka No One. Can we get Chris in the spotlight? Do you see him, Noah? Hello there. All right, so judges, we are going to go through and we're going to judge Chris as if he is a part of this here mini slam, so that our poets are able to kind of get a feel for what you judges like, and you judges are able to kind of warm up and feel where you want to be at with your scores. Okay, so here we go. First up, our sacrificial poet. Let's give it up for Chris. No One.
Some say you can't miss what you've never had. Tell that to the little boy who's never had a dad. Or better yet, tell it to the mother who's never felt her baby's hand. Or the mute man who in this life just wants the chance to tell his wife, baby, this is the best cooking I've ever had. You see, so many of us miss out on the symphony within sympathy simply because we're so busy dancing to our own melodies of ease. But you see, it's easy to be grateful when you know that your plate's full, but can you still be thankful when hunger knocks you to your knees? When your pleas are filled with pleas, but no one's there to feel your needs. People, please, can't you see we've been granted so much, yet take everything for granted? Then have the nerve to be reprimanded when someone reaches out their hand to you, but man, have you forgotten what you've been handed? Whatever happened to the times when we didn't have a problem walking by, smiling and saying, hi, instead of passing with our nose in the sky? And if we've seen somebody with tears falling from their eyes, we sincerely ask the question, why you cry? But I guess now, in a sense, we've lost that inner sense of innocence, because ever since we became desensitized, decency hasn't been in us since. And for some reason, we stopped believing that it is careless to care less. And you see, it's this lack of sensitivity that just doesn't seem to make any sense to me, because how in the hell can we call ourselves a civilized civilization and not have some degree of civility? You cannot remove morals and expect morality. You cannot mix artificial and fake and expect to create some kind of virtual reality. And then they say that it has to be the Islam. Why? Because I hate having to stand by and watch mankind have a hard time being kind to man in the middle of this insanity. I tell you, it's really the insanity. And I apologize right now if you're having a hard time understanding me, but insan is just an Arabic term used to refer to the forgetfulness in man. You see, that's why I am the way that I am, because I too continue to get caught up in the continuity within insanity, because I continue to pray and continue to get up on this stage and continue to hope that one day the words I say may weigh so heavy upon the minds of man that it may make an impression upon humanity. And I used to think that there was a flaw in my personality until I was reminded that maybe it's just life's tragedy, because you would literally have to remove all of insanity before you can even possibly begin to get rid of insanity. Thank you.
All right, thank you, No One. Thank you so much. Okay, judges, if you will go to your tally sheet, you will see No One at the very bottom of the list. Please go ahead and put your score in for him. Okay. Waiting on one more score. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to call out the scores from highest to lowest. Our scorekeeper will drop the high score and the lowest score, and we will come up with the total score at that point. So from highest to lowest, we have a 9.7. We have a 9.5. A 9.0, a 7.5, and a 7.2. All right. Good job. Thank you. No One more time. All right. And we will get the final score. So the final score for our sacrificial poet is a 26.0. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. I think we're ready to roll now. All right, so first up, first poet, we have Brennan Jones. Can we please get Brennan Jones in the spotlight?
Hey, I don't see you, Brennan Jones.
Oh, Brennan's not here. That's right. Sorry. I got Brennan, Ava Wallace in the spotlight. Sorry about that, Noah. Hey, Ava. All right. It's on you. Go ahead.
Dear black holes who are so full and always hungry and not enough in a way that feels permanent, who feels as if the air chokes you out, it wrings your neck, but is fueled by the very same fire that burns you out. I think you're more than the quiet noises of drowning. When you cry so hard, your throat hurts, your words clog, your hands stutter. Everyone knows, right, how it is and what it's like when they say they do, to be so alone. The dark felt like company, to be the centerpiece of life and disaster, and to be held at arm's length and talked about like a monster who felt was only talked about, was only worried over to be made an example of a saint who doesn't even understand their own destruction. You do not need to make anything to have a seat at the table. You don't exist to make something revolutionary and for your suffering to be twisted into beauty of beautiful ideas that lace together from the lies carried in the pockets of the living class too. Please riddle me what else illnesses will bring to you, will do for you who doesn't understand you or them. To my dearest, the black hole, Being born from death, destruction, and pain doesn't make you its home. It's not your name. You are the heart of galaxies. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ava. Okay, judges, I usually give y'all a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. Let us see those scores. Let us see those. Well, let me see those scores and I'll shout them out. Okay, scores are coming in. They're coming in. All right, our time is fine. We're good on our time. One more score. Okay, we got all of our scores in. Thank you so much, judges. All right, from high to low, we have an 8.5, a 8.3, 8.2, 7.6, and a 7.1. All right, thank you so much, Ava. Thank you. All right, coming up next in the spotlight, we have Olivia Parmer. And then on deck after Olivia, we have Claire Hammond. All right, so Olivia, let's get Olivia in the spotlight. All right, it's on you, Olivia.
Tell me, have you ever been so in love with an idea? So in love, not with an object or a person or even a place, but just merely an idea you've had in your head. I don't know if you have ever heard of happiness, but that's my idea. The thought of happiness, actual freedom of thought and freedom to love and freedom to be who I want to be. The thought of that, to me, is beyond words. Never did I think I'd be so in love with a picture painted in my head. Seems so effortless for some to see, touch, talk about, but for me, it's just a dream, a thought running endlessly in the back of my head like an older clock ticking on the same repeated 60-second cycle. The thought of one day me being able to be happy, the thought of one day me being able to run through the streets and scream to the world, I'm happy and I know it, so I'm gonna clap my goddamn hands. Just to catch a glimpse of it would warm my heart. To be able to talk about my own life with butterflies I've given my own stomach and glowing skin I've worked so hard to reach. Oh, I want to sit and talk to my teachers and tell them that I'm doing fine and mean it. I want to sing Confident by Demi Lovato to my mom and be able to tell her that it's about me, that she's singing about how I feel. Oh, I wish that everyone could be just as in love with an idea as I am. I wish that my love for happiness would love me back. I wish that my friends never had to worry about checking on me to see if I'm good, because they would just know. Everyone would know that I'm no longer surrounded by murk, but illumination. I want to grow from the small burnt ashes to a beautiful burning fire and spread my flame across the world. See, I am so in love with this idea of happiness, but it's too good for me. Have I lost my mind? I have no chance with happiness. Happiness will never love me the way that I love it. So I'm going to sit back and settle as per usual. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, judges. All right, let's go. Let's get those scores ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. From high to low, we have an 8.0, a 7.8, 7.3, 7.0, and a 7.0. All right. Thank you, Olivia. Okay, coming up next, we have Claire Hammond. Claire Hammond, and then we have Nola on deck, Nola Stowe on deck. All right, it's on you, Claire.
My mom asked me the other day why I write. I was shocked that I didn't quite know the answer anymore. For the longest time, I felt like the words I wrote were coiled up inside of me, words that were heavy enough to make an impact. You see, I've consumed words in every form for as long as I can remember. I read 1,000-page books in second grade, getting lost in stories of other worlds, entranced by dragons and magic. I would carry books everywhere I went. It was my hobby, my obsession, the way I filled every waking second. Every book assigned in class was finished weeks before it was due, my eyes running over the words like a starving man looks at a feast. As time passed, I tried to write stories of my own, of other people and other lives. I filled my life with words. My room is quite literally ensconced in shelves with books double and triple stacked to fit them all. In my mind, this wasn't abnormal, it was just my life. In 9th grade, I learned how to produce essays like a factory machine, which is good for school, but not so good for the words in my heart. I took up journaling, pouring my thoughts out onto the page, writing about the important moments and the in-between ones. I wrote and wrote until I finished one journal and started another. That is until everything went sideways. The world went insane, my sister went to college, and for the first time ever, I was well and truly alone. And I stopped writing. I felt that the place inside of me that had once overflowed with words was now empty. I find snippets of lines scattered throughout my life, poems written only in my head, lying awake, looking at the dark ceiling, forgotten by morning, chased away by the survival mode that I've slipped into. The truth is that the world is so hard to describe right now. I feel like I'm trying to write while on a sinking boat. And even writing about abstract concepts like love or identity doesn't work too well because I'm only 16 and honestly, I don't have all the answers to those questions yet. I thought for a long time about how to bring this to a satisfying close, maybe some lines about how the words came back, but they haven't yet. Some days, all I can do is stare at a blank page. I'm a writer not writing, noticing but not recording the hundreds of thousands of stories happening a day, ones that are playing out whether or not they are put down on paper. So maybe the answer to my mom's question is that I write to try to capture the stories of life. Broken, messy, beautiful life. Stories of a 16-year-old girl living in a time like no other, writing to fill the emptiness.
All right. Thank you so much, Claire. Okay. All right, judges, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. From high to low, we have a 7.4, a 7.1, a 7.1, a 6.5, and a 6.2. All right. Thank you so much, Claire. Okay. Coming up, we have Nola Stoll, and on deck, we have Kamaria Smith. All right, Nola. Let's get Nola in the spotlight. All right, Nola, it's on you.
There is this painting of Ophelia, dead in a pond, a fallen tree behind her, looking so sickeningly beautiful. You almost think there should be flowers choking her lungs instead of water. The air she breathed doesn't even cross your mind because, well, she just looks so perfect here in all her sepulchral pulchritude. All of the messy parts are gone, all the fire put out. This is the only ending they ever give her. The tree trunk, the water, the flowers in her hand, like this is what she was meant for. There is a world where Ophelia ran away, where this is not an ending, just the tides changing. She leaves the stagnant pond behind and she goes to the ocean. There's a different tree there, this one's still standing and growing near a house where she puts out fresh flowers on the table every week. She has a garden there. She learns how to use her hands to make things grow, and when she harvests them, they nourish her in turn. She begins to realize that this is how it should work. The giving is mutual. By the time she's done for the day, there is dirt under her fingernails, and the back of her neck is sunburned and sweaty, and the skirt of her dress is grass-stained. And she finds she's proud of all these things. She does not look beautiful. She is fine with that. She makes dinner and goes to bed, and she is happy to be alive. There is a world where Ophelia is happy to be alive. She is messy and real, and there is space for every part of her that is not beautiful. There is a world where I am not bringing her back to life in a poem in mourning for all of the women who have been hollowed out to make sure there wasn't room left for anything but beauty, who swallowed all the shame that cannot be romanticized like coals burning in the pit of their stomachs. I hope someone would find diamonds in the autopsy. You are not flowers or diamonds or anyone's metaphor. You are not made to serve a purpose to anything else. So all the parts of you that do not serve a purpose to anything else should be allowed to live. All the pieces that are ugly and messy and ungraceful and too much deserve to exist. Take a deep breath. Then let the parts of you that will not heal with breathing exercises scream it out. Sometimes they will learn to sing, sometimes they won't. You have stories that cannot be made into poems. Tell them anyway. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Nola. Okay, judges. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, while we wait on our last judge, Kamara Smith is on deck. Okay, here we go. That last score, can you make that just 1/10 of a point instead of 100th? That would be great. All right, here we go. From high to low, we have a 9.8, a 9.7, a 8.7, 8.3, and another 8.3. All right, thank you, Nola. Thank you so much. All right, coming up, we have Kamaria Smith, and on deck, we have Izzy Sherman. All right, let's get Kamaria in the spotlight. There you go. It's on you, Kamaria.
Hey, Dad. How are you? It's been a while since we've last seen each other. I see you all the time on my mom's Facebook, and wow, do you look way different from when I saw you last. Let me catch you up. You missed my birthday. Again, I'd ask you how old I am, but you wouldn't be able to answer that, would you? I played soccer this year. I also got back into basketball. I know how much you love the sport. You know, I had this crazy idea that maybe, just maybe, he'd make it to a couple of my games this year, or last year, or the year before that. Crazy, I know. I'm a sophomore in high school, and for once in my life, I actually got all A's and B's. I hope you're proud. I get mixed emotions every time I think about you. I miss hanging out and spending the days with you, of course, but I get this wave of angerness all over again because you don't text or call like you used to. What happened? What about, it's been over 5 years now and you still haven't, I'm sorry. It's been over 5 years now. Dad, scratch that. Dad, where were you? Where were you when I lost my tournament in soccer? What about my first day of high school? Where were you to send me off to the Bahamas for a week? You know, I don't know if you kept count or not, but I sure have. It's been over 5 years now since you've seen me. Not a single, hey, happy birthday, or I miss you text has been sent my way. And I don't know if you're aware that it kind of hurts my feelings that you don't care about my whereabouts. But it's okay. It's fine though. I'm trying to forgive you for missing out on so much, but it's so difficult to see that you have all the time in the world to respond to a stranger on Facebook, but you can't take 30 seconds out of your day to respond, to say hey to a person that you brought into this world. I keep running back to you no matter how many times you push me away. It's almost like you've got me tied
It's almost like, you know, I have a soft spot for you, just for you. Like the double knotted shoelace that you once taught me how to tie. This letter, hey Dad, this letter is for you, but I wrote this letter for you, but this letter is also for the girls who wish they could go to that daddy-daughter dance, who wish their fathers escorted them to prom, who wish their fathers attended their basketball games, who wished they could run up to their fathers like the little girls they once were and know that their hero that they once called daddy will still be there by their side. So, hey, Dad, how are you? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Kamaria. All righty. Okay, judges. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, while we're waiting on our judges, Izzy, you're up next. And after Izzy is Kayla Betts. All right. So we're going to go from high to low. I have a 9.0, a 7.7, a 7.0, a 6.5, and a 5.9. All right, thank you, Kamaria. All righty, let's get Izzy in the spotlight. All right, Izzy, it's on you.
Anxiety. It shakes me up from the inside out, bursting out of the seams as I try to keep it contained. It melts over my brain in a dark wash and tears up my core. It washes the blue color from my eyes and replaces it with haze. It destroys rationale, and although I'm aware of this, it's just as terrifying. I know it's my mind lying, and yes, I'm trying to find solutions, but even on my best days, I still have the voice that stays to find my flaws and worries and dictate the future and cling to the past. Drowning with no water. It's more common than you might think. I was looking upward at the sky. A huge wave flooded my vision and washed me into a deep, deep sea. I panicked and saw no end to the gray water. Then I woke up, and this time there was no water. I was dry but still tired, and the work mocked me from the corner. The same wave flushed over my body, every drop from head to toe. This time, though, it was a flood of thoughts. It made my eyes feel heavier and my brain turn white. My hands twitched slightly and I filled my lungs with air. This feeling was all too familiar. I can eventually swim away from this wave. It feels so alone, this ocean. We're blind to the fact we're on the same boat, running closer to who we want to be, inching further from what we are, move on the words of others, glide on lies, feeling the slow motion of truth run through us. Mirrors surround our bodies and static covers our eyes. And so the race begins. The feeling where you fall, the walls crumbling over your vision, the sea rising above your neck. Your imagination halts and it glows, finding the opening of passion left in others. I hope we find a way back home.
All right, thank you, Izzy. All right, judges, let's get those scores in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job, judges. Okay, from high to low, I have 8.4, 8.2, 8.1, 8.0, and a 7.2. All right, thanks again, Izzy. Okay, coming up next, we have Kayla Betts, and on deck after Kayla, we have Nora Martin. All right, let's get Kayla in the spotlight. Hello, Kayla. All right, it's on you.
Boy number 1, race, white. He says, Oh, it's a shame my ancestors couldn't keep yours in chains, and it's humorous to watch the tears of pain from glimmering hills in the corner of your eyes. How dare you try to gain the rights I was given or rise to new heights, the entitlement. He says, all of you are such ungrateful, ignorant thugs. If you people would work a little harder and lay off the drugs, then perhaps you wouldn't have to rob and loot and scavenge for every minute excuse for your failures. So for heaven's sake, yeah, you get murdered, but it's a small issue. Get over it, snowflake. Pause. Fast forward to boy number 2, carrying with honey, no, more like maple syrup skin. Oh, the beautiful melanin in his bright green eyes. I told boy number 2 about the threats of boy number 1, who promised me protesters with the bullets of his guns. Boy number 2 is concerned for my life. He said protesting for my rights isn't worth risking my life. I laughed. Knowing anyone who knows me knows I think otherwise. I told boy number 2 I wasn't worried about the threats of boy number 1 because the power that runs in our blood is stronger than any bullets in their guns. I told him about the murder of Quan Charles, which parallels that of Emmett Till, and how an officer argued that my cousin must be selling pills to afford such an expensive car. I told him that brutality and abuse cannot be ignored. I cannot conceal this feeling in my core of the obligation to stand up for this right. I want to share with all of you what I learned from boy number 1 and said to boy number 2. When you're met with hatred, ignorance, and threats, when the school kids want to make a bet that your dad will end up in prison and your brother in a gang, when you hear of Black young men hanging from trees and their death will to suicide in 2020, Robert L. Fuller, Nevin Baker, and Willie Brown Jr., bodies left hanging in the breeze. When you start bawling, thinking, man, that could have been me. When Derek Chauvin and Kyle Rittenhouse post bail, the police fail again. There's the proper arrest with 245 are making a mess and putting your people under distress. Look back at where we were and how far we've come, how strong we are. We're far from done. Keep running towards your goals and sprinting for your rights. Keep jumping the hurdles and fighting the good fights. Accept no one in Nichols and stay true to who you are. Know when to observe and when to get up and march. Let no one define you. Need no one's acceptance. Flaunt your beauty and showcase your intelligence. Don't let anyone limit you, not even yourself. Always with the best of the cards. You are a dope. And when you're met with hatred, ignorance, and threats, know what they truly fear is your success. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kayla. All righty. Okay, judges, let's get those scores in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more score we're waiting on. Honora's on deck. After Honora, we have Zoe Cummins. All right, I need one more score. One more score from C. Miller. Okay. All right. So from high to low, we have a 10 and a 9.8, a 9.6. Oh, wait a minute, a 10, a 9.8, a 9.7, a 9.6, and a 8.8. Yeah, that's 5 scores. All right. Thank you so much, Kayla. All righty, can we get Nora Martin in the spotlight? Hello, Nora, it's on you.
Hello. Silence speaks volumes. The white outsider assured, lightly tapping into a clue of the truths we face. Silence speaks volumes. We are here.
I'm sorry, Nora. Let me stop you. I'm sorry, y'all. This technical difficulty. Okay. So if you don't mind, like, are you on headphones? Do you have like?
I was on headphones, but I was having problems with them before.
Okay.
Headphones.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out maybe how we might be able to help you on this with these technical I feel like we're hearing you pretty good now. Like maybe if you can get the closer you can get to your device, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay.
How's it?
That sounds better. And we're going to start your time over, please, Chanel. We're going to start Honora's time over. Okay, Honora, you go ahead.
All right. Silence speaks volumes, the white outsider assured, lightly tapping into a clue of the truths we face. Silence speaks volumes. We are here. We roar like flames. We raise our fists in unison for sons, daughters, siblings. Reasons beyond reconcile. We raise our fists. A wildfire of colors. We know what it means. We are black. We are still silenced. Tired of waiting for a turn that never in history landed on us. As the silence, I feel it. I feel the fires of my family evaporating generations upon generations of tears that we still scrub off our dark faces for sons, daughters, siblings, children crying for their fathers, children pleading for their mothers, people screaming out for their dearest. I feel the hot tears on my dark digits to shake with anger over disrespect over days. Each eternally silent voice was a story. Independent flames bringing unison for flames snuffed out too soon. The silence burned hot with anger as you try to cool the flames with empty words. We are harassed for our hues. We are people of color and culture, people with voices stamped on and stolen and cut short out of sheer brutality, blocked out by rampant walls of racism that we the people have tried so hard to burn down for decades upon decades. Voices crying out to you, undeserving of being silenced. And yet, whenever we speak, our volumes spark your silence. You claim to stand people of color, to stand with us from your marble pedestals of privilege, from heights we can't even hold candles to or a finger, or even lift our voices high enough for you to hear. Your voice can resound because you are white. You are listened to. You can speak from your privilege, but you are silent as we plead. Your silence speaks volumes to us. We try to clamber up, we're pushed right back down and silenced. A voice can mark the difference. Vitality over lethality, fire over smoking ashes, life and death all over my brown skin and the tones of my people. Don't let any more flames die out. Don't let any names go unsaid. Speak for our sons, daughters, siblings. Hold an ear to our volumes. Hold a finger to our fight. Let our voices be heard. Feel the warmth of our flame. Hear us roar. We all have a power we have voiced through and through. We will no longer be silent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Honora. All right, judges. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. From high to low, we have an 8.0. We have a 7.3, a 7.2, a 7.1, a 7.1. All right. Thank you, Honora. Okay, coming up, we have Zoe Cummins. And on deck, we have Haley Kolstedt. All right. Let's get Zoe in the spotlight. Hi, Zoe. Okay, it's on you.
I am starting to forget what justice looks like. She's like the cousin on your dad's side that you've heard about but have never really met. She is supernatural. Magical, cast a spell, wizard, poof, disappear. She is ship in the night, passing us without a second thought. We talk so often about justice moving forward, but I can't imagine forward. I am still standing in the rubble of right now. Living in America is like fighting a war that they swear doesn't exist. I start to wonder if it's all in my head as bombs rain down. We gather in front of the TV and watch as they are storming, no, let into the Capitol. We each hold a private vigil for our democracy. I don't go on Instagram today. I am afraid of seeing another Black life lost this year alone. I have watched 4 Black men be killed. They looked like my brothers, my father, and if I looked close enough, they looked like me too. I no longer have faith in this America, but the one they want to make great again. I don't have faith in that one either. I am foolish today. And I open Instagram anyways, bombs begin to rain down. This war is real, and I don't think that we're winning. Justice is not here. I try to think about the last time I saw her, but instead my mind goes to Trayvon Martin. Justice was not there either. I think that we are all just waiting to show up, but I don't think justice cares about us the way that we wished she did. I do not think that tomorrow we will wake up and everything will be fine. I think that we will have to walk consciously through the desert towards justice. I think that some days it will feel like we are just wandering. I think that we will be thirsty and scorched, and when we are most ready to give up, we will reach her. And she will ask us what took so long. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Zoe. All righty. Okay, judges. Let's get those scores together. I give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. From high to low, we have a 10, and we have a 9.3, a 8.6, a 8.6, and an 8.5. All right. Thank you so much, Zoe. Okay, coming up, we have Haley. And on deck after Haley, we have Catherine Espinoza. All right, let's get Haley in the spotlight. All right, Haley, it's on you.
My aspirations soar beside the wind. The spirit who, I'm sorry, can I start over? I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay. My aspirations soar beside the wind. The spirit who sings above the world's incessant roar. Like a freight train whooshing through an unruly tempest, she marches on. Like Brother Thunder who laughs behind unbroken cumulonimbus walls. She rejoices always. She is the thunder under the hooves of wild mustangs that gallop tirelessly through endless plains. She limbos through the blustery Arctic night, gliding upon the tail of the lone wolf's cry, like a wayward kite. Her song is genuine and true, unlike the hypnotic kaleidoscope of 7 billion silicone lights, forming the facade of screens that set downturned faces aglow, tiny two-dimensional stars in passing cars. In the unspoken rhapsody of city nights, the canticle of the wind prevails, rattling the confines of a silent room where battle rages. Cannons fire ear-splitting thoughts that seldom make a sound. A girl fights to liberate the voice held captive within her. A girl on a journey to ignite a fire of hope, an effulgence outshining the internet's gleam. And I say to her, be strong and take heart. Be still and know who governs Sister Wind, who takes hold of her hand day after day after day, millennium after millennium. And you shall know, dearest friend, that in the midst of chaos and serenity too, the wind can be heard, and therefore so can you.
All right, thank you, Haley. Okay, judges, let's get those scores together. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming up after Haley, we have Catherine Espinoza is on deck. All right, we have our scores in, okay, from high to low. We have an 8.0. We have a 7.1, 7.0, 6.0, and a 5.4. All right, good job, Haley. Okay, let's get Catherine Espinoza in the spotlight. All right, Catherine, it's on you.
My name is Adam Lanza, and I died on December 14th, 2012. I greeted my skull with a bullet not to say hello, but to say goodbye. 20 years I waited for my own demise. I want to die. I want to die. I need to die. I need to die. I need to die. They need to die. 27 others died on that day, on a chilly day in Newtown, Connecticut, because I killed them. One was my mother. Others were school staff. 20 were elementary school children. I don't know if they deserved it, but I know this world didn't deserve me, and I didn't deserve to be hurt by this world. But I got the recognition I so longed for. My name and face forever plastered in the history, the victims' names forever forgotten by most everyone. I remember every one of their little faces, but do you remember them? Can you name all 27 of my victims? 10, 5. Can you even name one? I didn't think so. But I bet you can name dozens of my friends. The truth is, you're obsessed with guys like me. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold and Nicholas Cruz and Elliot Rodger. I could go on all day. You're not obsessed with us. You're obsessed with me because I am Eric and Dylan and Nicholas and Elliot. I am the next new face all over the news. But you know who else I am? Dylan Roof, James Holmes, Stephen Paddock. Because I'm not just in your schools, I'm in your shopping malls, nightclubs, movie theaters, concerts, even your churches. You'll never know where I'll be next because I am everywhere. Your see-through backpacks and metal detectors and security guards won't stop me. As long as I have an urge to kill and a semi-automatic rifle, people will die. So you can forget my name. You can forget my face. You can forget all of my friends. But if you don't care enough, there will always be another little child screaming and crying in the corner of their classroom. And there'll just be another name on a grave.
All right, thank you, Catherine. Okay, judges. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right, from high to low, we have a 9.5. We have a 8.7, 8.4, 8.1, and a 7.1. All right. Thank you, Catherine. All right, Catherine was our final poet for the Louder Than a Bomb Mini-Slam. So what we will do now is we will take a moment to allow our scorekeeper to tally up our scores and to determine who is our first, second, and third place prize winners. Thank you all so much. As I said before, our first place prize is $75. Second place is $50. And third place is $25. And our next upcoming event, we have a one-on-one coaching session that will be virtual as well. So we'll do that over Zoom. And that will be on Wednesday, March 17th, 21 at 4 p.m. And all of you should have the links. I will definitely send those back out again just to make sure that you have those. The finals. So every poet here will be joining us for finals, okay? So finals will be Friday, April 16th at 6 p.m. And that will be held at the Underground Railroad Freedom Center. It will live stream via our platforms. And also, we will have, let's see, okay, so the live stream on our platforms, we'll have a live DJ, we'll have a guest host. It's going to be a full-on event. We just won't have a live audience. However, we will all be there together, just social distance, okay? All right, so what we will do now, while we're still tallying up, okay, the scores. Laurent Shea, would you like to take a moment just to talk to us, maybe tell us a little bit about your program, about your coaching program? Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Kim.
Sure.
So first of all, congratulations to everyone. You all did such an amazing job. It was my first time judging in a long time, and I really enjoyed myself. But I am the founder and instructor of a program called Out of the Heart. It's a virtual spoken word class and poetry development program. And basically it is split into 2 semesters, and it has a course of curriculum. It focuses on poetry development and spoken word basics and fundamentals. I've actually shared the link in the website where you can go in and learn more information and actually register for it. Pretty much what we'll be doing is getting down to the basics, focusing on what's in the secret sauce of what makes a really strong poet as far as writing, and as far as what makes a really strong poet as far as delivery, stage presence, and technique. If anyone would be happy to be interested in that and learning more about it, you can reach out to me directly. I'm also going to go ahead and include the Instagram, so you can go ahead and follow us, but all the information you'll need is going to be on the website. And again, you can reach out to me directly if you have any questions. You can DM the Instagram or contact me through the website. If you have any questions, feel free to chat me as well. I'll stay on a little bit longer afterward. But I would love to have all of you. You're also talented. I really enjoyed all of you. So thank you so much for this time, Ms. Kim. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Laurent. And Laurent will also definitely be joining us for our coaching session. So we'll have another opportunity to engage with Laurent. So thank you so much. And thank you to all of our judges. You all, did an amazing job. You have a very, very hard job. I wouldn't say the hardest job. I think the poets got the hardest job here today, but you have a very hard job in judging all this awesome talent that is here with these young folks. And I have had the pleasure of emceeing semifinals and leading some of the workshops in the past, even before I became employed with Elements. And every single year, I'm blown away by you all. So I thank you so much. And to all of the coaches for all of your hard work that you put in. And I know this year has really been a trial and a test, but you did it, and we're here, and we're coming up on the finals, and we're going to have this year under our belt real soon, and we'll start to work on next year. Okay? All right. So right now, I would like to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I think I saw Tom Kent on Tom Kent is here, our director at Elements. So thank you for being here and sharing this time with us, Tom. Thank you again for all of the schools that are represented here. So I know we have Walnut Hills represented here, correct? What other school? Shannon, what school are you with again? Shannon. Clark. Shannon, I keep telling you to talk to me.
Sorry, Clark. Woo!
Clark, that's right. Clark. Okay, do we have any other schools represented here today? Let's shout out the schools. Anybody else? Huh?
Finneytown.
Finneytown is in the house. Hey. All right, so that's 3 of our schools for sure. I believe we have like maybe 5 or 6. So some of them are not here today. However, thank you all for being here and for really working hard this year to make this happen, and for working with me with this being my first year coordinating this program. So thank you so much. And I think we might be ready. Are you all ready? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down the line because I do want to share everybody's final score. So everyone is aware of what their score is. And then from there, we'll call out the top 3. All right, so Ava Wallace had a 24.1. Olivia Parmer had a 22.1. Claire Hammond had a 20.7. Nola Stoll had a 26.7. Kamaria Smith had a 21.2. Zoe Cummings, where are we? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, Zoe Cummings has, hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Something. Here we go. Zoe Cummings has a 26.5. Nora Martin has a 21.6. Izzy Sherman, 24.3. Haley Colstead has a 20.1. Catherine Espinoza has a 25.2. I believe I got everybody. Kayla Betts had 29.1. And I believe I called everybody out, didn't I? Okay. All right, so here we go. So coming in at 3rd place, and you all could come off mute and clap and, say congratulations, all that. You're just fine to do that. So coming in at 3rd place with a score of 26.5 from Walnut Hills High School, we have Zoe Cummings. Oh, give it up for Zoe.
Hey.
Good job, Zoe. Good job. So we'll be getting that gift card out to you in the mail real soon, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Coming in at 2nd place with a 26.7. who I believe is from Walnut Hills also. I hope I'm correct on that. Nola Stowe. Nola. Give it up for Nola. Walnut Hills also, Nola. Woo! Where is she? Nola, are you there? Oh, there you are. Are you Walnut Hills also, Nola?
Yeah, I'm Walnut.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, good job. Good job. All right, congratulations, Nola. All right, and coming in at 1st place with a total score of 29.1 from Walnut Hills High School. Give it up for Kayla Betts. Kayla.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Yes, so congratulations to Kayla and Nola and Zoe and all of you for being here. This is a practice run. You all did great. You have more time to get it together. We got more coaching coming, more sessions. I'm here if you need me. Always feel free to reach out to your coaches if you need anything in addition. But this is on YouTube, okay? So I want you all to feel free to go back and watch your performance, watch your delivery, see how you did. Use this as an opportunity to really be able to gain from here, okay? And I'm looking forward to seeing you all in April. I look forward to seeing you all next month for the coaching session. And we are just going to take it from there. So we are wrapping this session up, this mini slam. And like I said, on behalf of myself, Kimberly Doo-Wop Bowden, that's what most of y'all know me as anyway, Doo-Wop. So on behalf of myself, Element, UC Taft Research Center, I appreciate you all being here, to all of our judges and our coaches and our poets and all of our support team, Chanel, our time and course scorekeeper, and Noah for being on top of everything in the Zoom room. So thank you all. As I said, you can catch this, the rebroadcast of this on our YouTube. That is Elements Cincinnati, or Elements Hip Hop, Elements with a Z. So you can catch it there. And hopefully some of your friends and family have been able to watch it live. So thank you all again. We'll go ahead and shut the room down. And if you need me, you know how to get me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Kim. Thanks for hosting.
All right, you're welcome.
Good game.
Thank you. Thanks, Nora.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody have a great evening.
You too.
All right. Hello.